Hey FLOSSTUBE, it's Leigh from Creative Leigh here on Sunday the 13th of August 2023 with FLOSSTUBE number 189, and I got sick. So yeah, I'm day 5 maybe of some shitty virus that mostly has been bronchitis. Self-diagnosed, but that's all you can do with bronchitis. There's nothing you can do for it. And I'm familiar with bronchitis. So yeah, what possibly was starting last week, you know, with my little migraine and croaky voice. I don't know. I don't think the croaky voice was anything to do with it, but yeah, I have really felt like pants for most of the week. Took Thursday and Friday as sick days, had sort of a sore throat. No, I didn't. I had a cough the sun's just reflecting off of the rain on the patio. And now I feel like I'm being interrogated. So yeah, I felt I had a cough from like Tuesday, Monday, and then woke up on Wednesday afternoon. I had a low-grade fever and, you know, sore throat, cough, fatigue. Now it's moved a little bit into my sinuses, but anyway, I'm feeling better, but I don't feel great. So I have to work tomorrow, so I'll be working from home and probably doing a subpar job, really. But anyway. So yeah, I've been sick, and I think I mentioned last week that I had no plans this weekend and I wasn't going to do anything. I was going to stay home. I think this is the universe's way of saying, haha, I'm going to call you on that. You were not going anywhere. You were staying home and doing nothing. And I did get, because apart from going into the office 2 days, and I did rat test and it was negative, and I just thought I was, it doesn't matter. I thought I was having asthma, but then I was like, oh, it's not asthma. It's definitely a different kind of cough than asthma. Anyway. So I read, I think, 5 novels and a novella since Sunday, including Sunday. So what's that? 7 days? That's how weeks work. So that's me, basically just feeling like crap. Just had a shower and washed my hair, and I've just got 3 loaves of bread on to proof, so I'm out of bread, and I don't want to go to the supermarket just to buy bread. I don't want to go out. I don't want to, walk around feeling like shit behind a mask. So I'm just making some bread. So 3, if I'm going to make 1 loaf of bread, I might as well make 3 loaves of bread. So I've got my classic artisan no-knead white loaf on that comes out a little bit like a sourdough. Thanks, Christine, for that recipe. I've shared it eons ago. It's great. It's one I make probably every 2 or 3 weeks at the minimum. And then I have also a healthy, robust, wholemeal siege no-knead loaf that I make in loaf pans, and I always just make 2 loaves. Because if you're going to bake 1, why not bake 2? I think that's what I just said. So I have bread for lunch, because the no-knead wholemeal one you just proof for an hour. The other one you proof for like 3 hours. It's more. This channel's very often a bread channel. If I was feeling better, I'd also make a fancy bread, but I'm not in the mood for that. So I don't know how Dad's doing. I talked to him on Thursday, Friday. I think I talked to him on Friday at about in the evening, and he was okay, a bit tired. He had some story to tell me. Oh, it was something about rates rebate, nothing exciting. I just tried to ring him now, but he didn't answer. He may still be having his home care, like his showering and stuff, so I might have called a little bit early. I can't remember what the Sunday time is. And that's pretty much it. Like, I haven't done anything this week apart from feel sorry for myself for a good chunk of it. And watched some terrible movies on the old telly. Finished season 6 of 24. Just watched the latest episode of Outlander last night. So I'm up to date with that. I'm not sure. I think it's a season break now. I'm not sure. I'm back. I sneezed. I haven't been watching that much FLOSSTUBE, but I have watched a couple of people lately. I've caught up on, when I say caught up, I haven't gone and watched the 3 or 4 I've missed. I'm just watching things when they pop up as recent. So maybe this afternoon I'll watch a couple of people. Everyone's videos are too long. I don't know, I can watch 24 episodes of 24, except, I don't know, it's a little bit more mindless because I've seen them before and I'm just sort of background noise, but, and I don't know where I was going with that, but, I haven't been buying anything, so I'm being really good. Also, I'm seriously looking at going to Scotland for a holiday, and it's ages away because it won't be next year for lots of reasons. Some of them work, a lot of them money. But 2025, I think. And that year, if I'm still where I am, I get an extra week long service leave. And I'm just like, I need to travel and I just have to save really hard. So anyway, there may not be many purchases. It might be sharing my savings chart for going to Scotland. This is my Silks for You, Silks of the Month Club for, it says May, but I think we got a note saying they got that wrong. July, I'm pretty sure they got the wrong months on the tags. Oh my God, look at that. That's early, because I typically don't get these until after the 21st. And look at the colours. Should I put something white? My little pad of recycled paper. Perfection. Sunset in silk. I love it so much. So they are not going to get separated. They will be kept together for some dastardly plan. It won't be dastardly. So yay. It's again, the silk of the month are the custom dyes for the club. They're not from their standard range, and they're 5 10-meter skeins. Very generous and beautiful. Should I show you what I've stitched? Because this is not going smoothly at all. Okay. First up, I had a new start. My hashtag stash sampler stitching, hashtag stash sampler starts, and I'm doing 8 sampler starts in August and September, along with Narissa and others. And my sampler that I drew out of my little jar last week was Sunrise from Rosewood Manor. I was so excited to start this. This is on all the called for 32 count Brigid linen from Fabrics by Stephanie, and using the called for weeks dye works. I started it last Sunday, and I mentioned that you know, when I ordered my fabrics from them, they were posting to New Zealand. I heard from one of my lovely subscribers that they currently aren't, due to the fact that the GST, the tax that's supposed to be enforced. So the onus is on the supplier. If they sell over a certain amount to a country, they have to capture the GST. I'm not sure that they would come under that. I don't know how many people order from them to New Zealand, but anyway. So of course, you could always find a friend in the States or use freight forwarding. Freight forwarding is not cheap, but then neither is postage from the States. So to be fair, if you really, really want the fabric, it's worth it, I think, because you already paid a fortune for everything we bring into New Zealand, so why not pay a little bit more? But yeah, so it's just looks like they don't ship to New Zealand at the moment, but you know, Kiwi gals, you've always got like Q-Shop through New Zealand Post, and or find a friend or reach out to a shop you know well who may be able to order it for you and include in there, whatever. Shall show you my progress. So I spent a good couple of days on this, so Sunday afternoon and I think Monday, and I start at the bottom, and there she is, and I've got, yeah, basically that bottom chunk done. That's all the back stitching that's in the piece, is the little bits of sort of I guess ruby burgundy along the east, and the colours are lovely and it's fun, and I've used all but 2 of the colours. There's a couple of colours that haven't come up yet, so yeah, we've got that little bit done. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe a 9th-ish done. Yay! It's very fun and I'm really happy with it, but no but at all. Of course, my fabric's fabulous and I'm really happy with that start. But I had other things to stitch as well. Working through my monthly challenges, my monthly sales that I'm working on. We've got the Stitch Goddess by Tiny Modernist that I started January 1st. This is a very loose stitch along with Judy, an Aussie in a Kiwi world. Mine is on 35 count Ocean Mist linen from Country Stitch, using a variation of the call for. I've changed a few colours up, and I've been stitching around 10% each month. So I'm now at 80%, and I did a little bit more, well, another 10%, but another chunk of her dress. So there's a little, obviously a little bit in the middle. So I think, because I want to do her hair last, I think next month, so in September, I'll finish the dress and then probably work on the moon, get the moon done. And that's going to be less than 10%, but I might just do that. And then in October, I'll just stitch her hair and finish her hair. That's what I think I'll do. So I might get the flowers done in her hair. Oh yeah, not too far to count from the bird. So yeah, maybe that. So basically leave her here until the end. But I'm really happy with how she's coming along. The dress is a nice fill-in. I watched a couple of episodes of 24 season 6 and stitched her dress. Then I thought, what haven't I stitched on for a while? Now, this is August. I'm supposed to be concentrating on, no, when I say supposed to, my rules. Concentrating on Save the Stitches by Liz Almond, A Black Work Journey. That's the one I picked out. Now, when I say concentrate on, it needs at least 5 days this month. So I've still got like over 2 weeks to go. So I need to pull it out this week and put some time, at least a couple of days into it, because that's my focus. I need to make progress on that. But then I didn't pull it out. I pulled this out. The Long Way Home by Tempting Tangles, and goal this year is to finish it, and it doesn't get finished if you don't stitch on it. This is on 36 count Arctic Glacier by Seraphim Fabrics, and I can't for the life of me remember where I got that fabric from. Oh, Garden Stitchery, there's a thing on the back. And using my own silk conversion, and I love my own silk conversion, and I'm making little changes to the pattern because where my colours are a bit different, they don't always work, especially with outlining things. So I got a little bit done on that. Basically, the word way and all of the houses above that text, and so everything above the text here is new. So all of the motifs on this side, up here, and the word way, and yeah, everything there. So I guess I actually got quite a bit done on that. I was thinking, oh, I don't do that much, but I did. It's got a couple of sessions, I guess, but I stitched on this on Friday when I was homesick and actually felt like doing something. So I stitched on this then, and maybe a little bit yesterday. And I also pulled out and changed, you won't be able to probably see, this motif here it's got 4 little French knots and some little back stitching on the corners, and I had done it in the the back stitching on the chart doesn't seem to match what the picture looks like or make sense. There's a whole lot of things that look like they're back stitched in pale yellow, and I'm stitching them in black because pale yellow, the symbol for the pale yellow doesn't make sense. Like they look like this symbol, which says yellow pale, but when you look at that, like around the lighthouse, it's backstitched obviously in a dark color. So I don't really get it. So I'm just changing it. Yeah. There's just the chart's a bit weird, but it's fine. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I changed it from pulled it out. I think I mentioned it last time I picked this up that I wasn't happy with it, so I pulled it out and just changed it for one of the colours that a few motifs are, this kind of celadon green that I've got here. So yeah, anyway, I'm really happy with it. So definitely I'd say over a third done, so I'm really happy with how that has progressed. And then last night, I pulled out my grandma's jewelry box, Sal by Carolyn Manning Designs. And you saw this last week because I did July's stitching. I think I mentioned I'm probably going to carry on and just do August. So we're up to date with August for this. This is, 32 count antique white linen by Swagart, using mostly the charted DMC and substituting beads and metallics from Stash. So here we are, there's the 8 months. So the one we worked on was this one. And I used, let's try and make this better. I used sort of peacocky beads instead of gold. And I used a copper number 4 braid from Krenak instead of the called for aventurine. So mine's going to look different than yours if you are stitching it, especially if you're stitching it as called for, because I just played on that blue and coppery colours rather than adding in the whatever. I don't have aventurine, so any of the ones, which a lot of them, probably 5 or 6 that call for aventurine. I think 5 of them do. I don't, I've used different metallics, and only one, like the one last month, called for gold beads, and I did put gold beads in. I had some gold delica beads, so that went in last month. So these will eventually be finished as ornaments. I'm not under any, I thought I might fully finish them in December, but I can't see it happening. We'll see. I think, I don't know, it just feels a lot for me to be able to do that, given that I've got a lot of stitching to finish in December, and I've got a lot of things that I said I would finish in December, and my focus is going to be on finishing my New Zealand Flowers cross stitch ball, and I will see what happens. I'm definitely going to finish that one if that's going to be a focus to get that finished. We'll see. Who knows? It's only August and already I've given up on December. Oh, do you like my apron, my pinny? I didn't want to get flour and stuff, and I don't want to take it off and then put it back on again when I shape the dough. So I have left my apron. I like aprons, actually. They were kind of fashionable back in the Early 2000s, there was a trend, you know, with the old tunic over jeans, skirts over pants, apron tops, or wearing aprons. It was kind of fashionable. I never followed fashion, but I kind of like the apron style. This is a little bit, because I'm wider than your average. I don't even know. It's too, I would make one wider if I could. I could make one wider. I just haven't, and I should make myself an apron that fits my proportions a little better than the ones you get off the shelf. But I like this Moroccan style tile print. That's pretty random. There you go. I'm going to go now. Thanks for coming along again. And this is probably, gosh, I got to edit this now. And I am feeling a lot better than I did like Thursday, Friday. But I don't feel 100% and it's fine. Oh, what am I going to stitch this week? I'm going to pull one out of here. Caveat, if I choose, I'll stitch any of them next, but unless it's the Jeanette Douglas, just because I just started one that's lots of colours and I just don't want to start another one that's lots of colours. So if I get Jeanette Douglas, I'll put it back just so I can start on one of the other ones. And it's Jeanette Douglas. Okay, I already caveated that. So I will definitely start the next one. I just don't want to do two colourful ones in a row, if that makes sense. Oh, okay, this one could almost be a start and a finish if I felt like it. I won't probably finish it. The I Am No Bird, a Charlotte Bronte sampler by Modern Folk Embroidery that I will be stitching. I didn't bring it with me. It's on a pale linen 36 count, I think, or 40, with anchor black. So it's the opposite of a colourful one, so that's cool. And it's kind of smaller as well. I'm really looking forward to starting the Jeanette Douglas one, but I just don't want to start another big colourful sampler 2 weeks in a row. There's my rules, and that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I'll get Charlotte started. What else do I have to catch up on this month? So without that one, it's Stash Sampler Start number 3, and oh yeah, my New Zealand Flowers sale. New Zealand Flower Ball. I want to get that one. They usually take me an hour to do, maybe an hour and a half to stitch each month. So that will be good to get that one done today as well. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm making bread. I did the laundry already. That's it. I'm not doing anything else, so I will probably have a little nap and do some reading, and just try and get over this bloody virus so I can go to work tomorrow. Thanks a lot. I will see you next week, and hopefully in much finer form. Yeah, take care, and as always, don't let your needles rust. Ciao.